Welcome to Lent. My brothers and sisters, we are beginning Lent, and what a beautiful time of year this is to really focus on growing in our faith. It's important to keep in mind what Mary tells us, her last words in the Bible. Do whatever he tells you. And see, Lent is about honing our ability to listen, to be by Christ, but also then to fulfill what Christ is asking us to do. I believe the teachings of St. Ignatius of Loyola are very helpful when it comes to Lent. Remember, he gives us the rules of discernment. Now, the first two are really the most critical because they give us our starting points of how to live Lent. So the first rule is that if we are in mortal sin or habitual grave sin, the devil appears to be our friend, wanting us to sin even more, where God bites our consciences and gives us that feeling of guilt or shame or remorse so that we can get out of our sin. The second rule is if we are in a state of grace, of course with venial sin, but a state of grace, then the devil appears like our enemy, trying to get us to go back into sin, where God is giving us consolations. But in a later rule, St. Ignatius also reminds us that in a state of grace, the devil doesn't just try to get us to put the brakes on to go back into mortal sin, but he also tries to get us to be too perfectionistic, too eager, that in a sense, we burn out and fall apart. And so thus, staying with God in a state of grace is staying in the middle ground, if you will, where we don't go too slow or too fast, but we stay right with him. In our first reading from the past Sunday, we were reminded on how we have the choice between water and fire, heaven and hell. We have the choice. And Lent is a time to do the necessary things to help us to choose more wisely. And in many ways, to slow down in our thinking and decision-making process, that we make better choices and that we choose God. So often when we are living our lives, we feel like we're just running so fast that we don't really think about what we're doing or why we're doing it. Lent is a time to really get back to the basics and remember what we are truly all about. I'm very excited that this Lent, in a special way, in this channel, we'll be walking with Mary as I leave tomorrow to start in Milwaukee with the Pilgrim Mother Guadalupe pilgrimage around Wisconsin. We're going to be seeing some amazing sights, doing amazing things over this Lent. And I want to take you with me. So make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel or Facebook as we'll keep posting our videos. Please share it with other people. It's so helpful to have different inspirational materials that we are looking at. And there's so many things available these days for us. But let's use our recreational time well. Maybe make that part of your Lent, that instead of recreating in nonsense, we recreate with God. Last thing is this. When it comes to Lent, it's not so much about giving up things as it is giving in. Lent is a time of cleaning house so we have the room to take on new habits, new devotions, things that we've been meaning to do that we should be doing. Lent is a time to put those things into practice. But Lent is also a time to get rid of those structures of sin in our lives. So I encourage all of you, take this Lent seriously. God has given us a lot of special graces that we can strive for. Let us not treat these days like ordinary days. Let us not just give up thinking that we will fail. Let us strive because Mama Mary and God are truly with us. And Mary is calling us to do whatever her son calls us to do. But first, we got to show up. Then we got to be listening and be willing to respond. If we do that, Mary will make sure that we fulfill her son's commands. God bless you. Magnificat anima mea Dominum. My soul magnifies the Lord.